Welcome to Minneapolis High School Football from Phillipsburg, Kansas, home of the Panthers out of the Mid-Continent League. It's Dale Leach. Scott Oshman will be joining me shortly. We're here for the second district game of this 2012 season, 8th game overall of the regular season, as the Panthers of Phillipsburg are hosting the Lions tonight. Panthers are 6-1 on the season, coming off their first loss of the season last week at Beloit, 32-27. The Lions are 3-4, having lost to Norton in the first district game last week at home, 41-20. The Lions are going to line up tonight to go against a team that's probably definitely a decided favorite. We'll get into that a little bit later, why they're the favorite. But besides the record that they have, which is 6-1. Phillipsburg played a good game at Beloit last week, scored 27 points in the first half. We're up on Beloit like with that 27 points, I believe, halfway through the second quarter, and then we're outscored the rest of the way, falling 32-6, with Beloit scoring the only 6 points of the second half for either squad. Hopefully be a good game for the Lions tonight. It's going to be a tough one, no doubt, but hopefully a good one. See some growth continue to occur as this season continues to roll along. We are going to miss a few players tonight with injuries. John Kelly and Garrett Lott and Jake Fleming with various injuries for one degree or another. Some of them are out for the balance of the season. Some of them are not, but none of the three are here tonight, and we're definitely going to miss.
Well, Garrett's here. Garrett's here, but he's not. Is
he?
Garrett
I didn't see him walk off the team.
No, he is not with the team tonight.
Okay, very good.
He's not with the team. So,
welcome to Scott Osherman.
Thank you, Dale. Sorry I'm running a little bit late.
It's all right. It's a long trek up here. It's not just a hop and a skip and a jump to Beloit or Belleville or any of the others.
Another beautiful view from the top of a press box.
Gorgeous up here.
It is. It is
nice. A new stadium here for Phillipsburg. I don't know if this is their first year or second year, but it's pretty new for use. I understand the regional track meet for our area was here a few years back. Pretty new track facility. And so it's a gorgeous facility. But I just talked to Scott about what the Phillipsburg record was and what ours was, and they got beat by Beloit last week.
Very close game.
Yes.
Matter of fact, it was only one touchdown scored in the second half ball game. Matter of fact, Phillipsburg had the lead at half, if I remember right.
Yes.
And ended up losing by 6 points. So
32-27 is the Beloit victory. This has been a not very much played series between the Lions and the Panthers of Phillipsburg. This will only be the fourth game between the two schools. Dating way back to my junior year in high school, Scott.
Wow.
Back 100 years ago or so.
At least.
1968, we came up here for the first game in the series and got walloped 60-13. The next year they came to Minneapolis and they won 26-7. Then the next game took a while to happen. It was 2004. They came to Minneapolis for a by-district playoff game.
Yep.
Very, very good game. They had some real good athletes, so did Minneapolis. They came away with a one-touchdown win over the Lions at home by a score of 35-28. So the Lions are still looking for their first victory against the Panthers. And it'll be an upset, I think, if it comes tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. But as I was walking up the ladder, their radio commentators were talking about, hey, they could still end up 7-2 and be sitting at home if they don't watch it.
That's true.
So you get into this situation.
You can't lay down to anybody. You can't.
Right.
You can't think you've got it made.
No, you can't. Our boys have got to come out and they've got to put everything they got. And unfortunately, with the minus the 3 players tonight, it's going to be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But it's these seniors that are on this squad. Hats off to them, and they've had a tremendous season, and they want to go out with a victory on one of these last 2 games. or both.
Some of their leading players to be looking for as you're watching this on TV or listening on live audio on SalinaPost.com or Eagle Channel 20 is they use two quarterbacks. One, Riley Juneman's a junior, primarily a passing quarterback. There's another quarterback that's Sean Newland, who's kind of a dual threat quarterback. He started the games earlier in the season from the stats I saw. Had some real good passing, but is also a threat at running. Their leading rushers are Hunter Kohler, a junior, 411 yards. Sean Newland, the name I just mentioned, who's the dual threat quarterback with 306 yards. And Grattan Wickham. We'll take a break here for the national anthem and come back and discuss this opponent here a little bit more. Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas, with the national anthem completed. They got two real good receivers, Scott, both about 6 foot. Seth Durr, 8 receptions for 377 yards, number 1. And Tad Thompson, number 11, 11 receptions for 267 yards. And they also lead the Panthers in interceptions. Durr with 3 on the season, and Thompson with 4, so they're going to have to watch them both on offense and defense. One of the things that's very scary about this Norton squad is that they have been a big play team for scoring touchdowns. They've had 3 pass plays for TDs for over 80 yards each. They've had 1 pass play for a TD for 63 yards. They've had 2 rushing plays for TDs for over 70 yards. And they've scored 15 TDs that have been between 30 and 50 yards all season long. Their school website was just awash with information. So they've really been a big play team. And they have a field goal kicker with 5 field goals on the season, 24 yards, 30, 32, 43, and 45 yards. He's a senior and a doctor's son. How about that?
Hey, surprise, surprise. Them doctors' boys, they can kick, man.
They can. So they can score from just about anywhere on the field, I guess, is what I'm figuring out by looking at their stats.
They must be a pretty good defensive squad too, Dale, coming into this, looking at this and seeing how they've done and who they've played. They've got to be a pretty solid defensive squad as well.
Yep. Physically, they're kind of like Norton. They don't have all that many great big kids. They've got 3 big guys that are freshmen. I don't know if they play much or not. They've got 1 senior that's a 257-pound guy, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. The rest of them don't look all that impressive as far as weight is concerned. There's got some good-sized kids, but you go up against some schools and you just drool at their size. But I'm sure we'll be drooling about the way they play football before the night's over. But
you know they're going to be solid. You know they're going to be tough, and it's going to be a challenge tonight. They've got some, looking down at this, they don't show the height, but they've got a little bit of height as well in some of these guys down there. So,
like I say, their two leading receivers are both right at 6 foot, and they lead with interceptions at 4 and 3 apiece. So they contribute well offensively and defensively.
And now for the starting lineup for your Phillipsburg Panthers.
We're down to 3 minutes to go. We'll take a break and hear a word from our sponsors and be right back with the start of this game.
A senior, number 2, Sean Newland.
Where are you going, Minnie?
Number 73,
Welcome back to the football field here at Phillipsburg. Scott, the Mid-Continent League must like pink socks for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 'Cause Norton had some on last week.
Yep. Well, this is the month. October is.
Phillipsburg has got them all donned here tonight.
They do. So.
And I wasn't paying much attention to what was going on down there. Did you see who's receiving and who's kicking?
I did not. I was too busy.
Yeah.
Too busy.
So I guess we'll see when they line up. But,
so.
This is just an absolutely beautiful facility here at Phillipsburg. Apparently they played football for a few years over at the old stadium after they started running track here. Kind of like Minneapolis moved into their stadium. So Phillipsburg loses to Beloit by a touchdown. They need to, in order to try to get the first draw for our district, need to beat us and Norton and hope that Beloit gets tripped up either tonight playing out at Norton or coming to Minneapolis next Thursday.
Yeah.
So they'll be ready to take care of business tonight.
Yeah.
And Minneapolis needs to win the next 2 games to have an opportunity for that shot.
Yep, absolutely.
We will be kicking off. So Phillipsburg will be defending the north goal. Minneapolis kicking off, defending the south goal. Be to the right on your television screen.
Alex Yoxel will kick for the Lions, and back deep will be number 2 Newland as well as number 5 Hunter Kohler. So for both squads. As Lions in their traveling white and blue, Phillipsburg in gold pants, pink socks, and blue jersey, gold helmet. As we get ready to do battle here in just a second, with just seconds coming off the clock.
There it went to double zeros.
We're about ready to begin. Beautiful night for football here, Dale.
It's just gorgeous. I'm so glad that the wind got it all out of its system yesterday.
Yeah, I am too.
I did not have good dreams about coming up here on top of the press box tonight.
As we get ready to go. Alex Yoxel getting ready to kick here. And kick is up. Nice kick, and it'll go to Newland. It's somebody else. I had the wrong number.
About the 6-yard line.
Oh, nice stick right there. Minneapolis in on the tackle, taking it about to the 22-yard line. In on the tackle for the Lions.
He ran all the way across the field to the left side trying to get a corner. The Lions shut that down.
Yeah, I know that Jeremiah Friend was in on the tackle as well as, I believe, Eric Yoxel.
It's 11:53 mark. They're going to start out basically right at their 20.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation with 2 halfbacks spread out in the flanker. They hand off to the 1. He goes up the side. He's still going, and he will have the gain of about 9 on the first drive. So first down on the first play of the ball game.
So they advance to the 31.
Other one goes in motion. They come back across the other direction. Nice job by Colby Berry and numerous players in on that one.
Gage Mortimer did a great job there in staying home and cutting that play back in, making it come back inside to his help. They were trying desperately to get outside. They do gain 4 yards up to the 35.
Shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Now the other one goes in motion. This time the quarterback keeps it to look at a pitch. He's going to keep and turn it up. Oh, nice job by
Sean Forte.
Forte with a great tackle for a loss on that one. Forte with a great tackle right there, Dale.
He shed his blocker, fought through that. No gain on the play.
Tackle made by number 8, Josh Macy.
Josh Macy on it too, they said.
Down, 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
3rd and 7 coming up. It's 0-all here. 10:40 to go in the first quarter.
Panthers will send back 2 receivers out. Actually, 1 to the right, 1 to the left this time with the fullback. One goes in motion. He fakes the bootleg on the outside to pass, throws it up. Oh, had him tackled for a loss, and would have been awfully close, but they do get the completion right there. As
couldn't get him wrapped up. Kind of a size mismatch between Eckert and that player. But so they get a first down, their second one of the evening, to the Minneapolis 48.
Had him on that one, but just couldn't.
Up the center.
Handoff, number 5, Hunter Kaler.
Into a bunch of Lions, gets to the 45. 3-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Sorry, Dale.
It's all right.
Trying to do some stats here at the same time and losing. They've had a number of different formations here.
Yes, they do.
They do keep that one going in motion. Oh, nice job.
What a hit.
There.
What a hit.
Number 62 for the Lions, and that is Quentin Clark. Had a great penetration right there, and they drop him back for a loss of 3 on the play.
Good to see Quentin back in the mix. He's out for a few weeks with some injuries. Back to the Minneapolis 48. What is it? 3rd and 11.
And a shotgun. And
Fumble. Picks
Quarterback's
it up.
going to have to keep himself, and he's going to come out of that. But he will gain about 3 on the play. We'll get it down to about the Minneapolis 45, 44-yard line before he's tackled by a group of Lions.
So back to the Minneapolis 45, bringing up 4th and 8.
I think that should have been a handoff, and I think what happened is he missed communication on that. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. One to the right, 1 to the left.
Won't do any good. Try to draw us offside.
Drop back, quick pass, and they're going to have it for a first down. Wow. Quick pass right there, and that is another first down as they get about 13 on the play.
One of those 6-foot receivers.
Little mismatch. They had Justin Klein coming out of the linebacker position coming across, and it was a good pass by the Phillipsburg Panthers.
Get to the Minneapolis 32.
1 to the right. One goes in motion. They hand it off to the halfback, and he's going to be hit, fullback, number 4, and he will gain maybe 1 on the play.
Not a real big fullback. To the Minneapolis 31. Clock's down to 8 minutes. The score still 0-0. 8 minutes here in the first quarter.
Shotgun formation once again for the Panthers. 1 to the right to the outside. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, turns it right in, and still on his feet, and breaks loose of a tackle, still going, and he's going to be in for a going to be in for a touchdown. That's some hard running by number 2, their quarterback, as he goes 32 yards, and he cut through a lot of tackles, Dale.
It's that dual threat quarterback I was talking about, Newland. So a rush TD at 7:40. And Juneman will come on to kick the PAT. Oh, they're going to swing gate. Now they come back in for the PAT attempt.
Newland, a senior for them. Quarterback goes 32 yards to the touchdown here at the 7:40 mark. Ball's down, kick is up. Ooh, wow, that kid's got a leg.
Yes, he does.
So,
makes the score 7-0 on their opening drive. at the 7:40 mark here in Phillipsburg. We'll be back
take
after a break. At a break, hear a word from our sponsors for the Minneapolis kickoff and opening driver.
All Seasons Power Equipment is your center for all types of lawn care products. Quality brand name mowers to pick from. Grasshopper, Hustler, Lawn Boy, Toro, plus Husqvarna and Steel products. Complete service and free home demos. All Seasons Power Equipment, Minneapolis and Salina.
The Scott Osherman Agency, your American family insurance agent, is dedicated to giving you the best insurance possible for your car, home, life, health, retirement, or farm and ranch insurance. Scott is there to help. The Scott Osherman Agency, your American family insurance agent. He's there when you need him.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman here as the Lions trail right now 7-0 here in the opening few minutes of this ball game here in district play as the Panthers go about 80 yards on that drive, Dale.
Yep.
For a 32-yard touchdown run by their quarterback. Judeman getting ready to kick for the Panthers. Back deep will be Macy as well as, I believe, Eckert will. I'll see for sure here in a second. And it's up, and it's a nice kick. Wow.
Going to go into the end zone.
Into the end zone.
Not wind aided either. No wind involved. So Minneapolis take over on their 20.
So
They said during senior day that he plans on playing football in college. I can imagine with a leg like that, there will be some teams looking at him.
Yep.
7:40 mark of the first quarter, the Lions take over on their 20.
Minneapolis will have a little bit different look tonight with Garrett Lott and Fleming both being out, as we'll see who comes in at the halfback. They spread it out. They will just go with
Luke
Eckert in the backfield, and they'll go two receivers to the right, two to the left. Comfort just hands it off to Eckert, and Eckert will get about a yard on the play before he's taken down by the Panthers.
Advances to the Minneapolis 21 for a 2nd and 9.
They will come back here, and they will send out the outside is Mortimer as well as Briggs. To the right will be Friend and Macy. Comfort in the pistol. Fakes the handoff, throws quickly, has wide open Macy. Macy's on the right-hand side. He's got some speed going down. He's got one man to beat. He's still going. He's going all the way. Nice job, Josh Macy, as he goes 79 yards with a simple out. And I'll tell you,
no flags.
No flags. Their defender bid on it, and he came to the inside. Josh Macy goes 79 yards. What a nice strike. What a nice Macy showed some speed right there, Dale.
He sure did, and that is the longest play from scrimmage this year for the Lions.
It calmed this crowd down.
Yes, it did. Eric Yoxlin to attempt the PAT kick.
Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good.
Exploit's good.
As Eric Yoxel puts it through to tie this ball game up at 7. Wow, Dale.
That's exciting.
That is exciting. Only about 10 seconds taken off the clock.
And that fired up the Minneapolis crowd over there, the 50 or so that made the 2.5-hour trek up here to Phillipsburg. So at the 6:54 mark, the Lions tie it here at Phillipsburg on the second play from scrimmage. Matthew Marshall Comfort to Josh Macy for the 79-yard TD.
And Eric Yoxel kicks the extra point to tie this up at 7. Nice job by the Lions right there as they tied up at 7 with a nice big strike right there. I'll tell you, Macy was right out there by himself, and he just went straight up the sidelines.
Yeah,
one nice friend, I believe, had a little bit of a block over on the right-hand side about the Phillipsburg 40, but that was just some pure speed by Macy, and he was able to get all the way down and score.
Got behind the defense there, left all alone.
As Lions will come back and kick here. Tied up at 7, 6:54 here in the first.
Alex Yoxel to kick off.
And the kick is up. Alex puts it, goes to about the 10 before it's picked up by Panthers. He gets through the line and going to be taken down by Briggs. Nice job by Colin Briggs at about the 46-yard line. Briggs did a nice job. Alex Yoxel had a chance to put him and put a shoulder pad on him and slowed him down enough for Briggs to finish him off at about the 45. Nice job by the Lions.
About a 36-yard return.
I can see what you mean about some big plays here. One to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. One goes in motion. They pitch the outside. They turn it back in, and he's taken down by Minneapolis. Number 71, Justin Klein. And Colin Briggs.
Gets to the Minneapolis 49. Scott, the only thing I don't like about being up on top of the press boxes, other than it gets cold sometimes, is lack of lighting.
Yeah.
Second and about 6.
Draws back to pass. Throws across the middle. Oh, has a receiver and cuts right through him. Wow, and that's another broken play right there. And they go right like that. They go 47 yards on a touchdown pass. So the number 2 to number 1, and that was a big play right there for the Panthers. They have a 2-play drive as they go 49 yards on the touchdown pass.
They set up in the swing gate again. Now they come in to get set for the PAT kick. Juneman.
And kick is up. Wow.
Was that straight on?
It is straight on. He's a straight on kicker. So
now that is unusual. I didn't notice that the last time. He's not a soccer style. And he's kicked 45-yarder this year, 45 and a 43. So a 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. It's 14-0 in favor of the Panthers. We'll take a quick break and hear another word from our sponsors.
Robertson Monuments has been developing memorials in central Kansas now for over 100 years. Robertson Monuments' strength as a company is a direct result of the commitment that they have to you, their customer. Robertson Monument, Minneapolis, wants to work beside you to create a lasting tribute to the loved one you have lost. Go to robertsonmonuments.com for more information.
Bennett Buick GMC has been family owned and operated since 1957. With more than 5 decades in the central Kansas area, Bennett Buick GMC has long established its reputation as a leader in the professional sales and service of new and pre-owned vehicles. For more information on a new or pre-owned vehicle, go to BennettBuickGMC.com.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. 14-7. Phillipsburg it's been 3 big plays, one of 32, one of 79, and one of 49. And that's how we got the score at 14-7. Phillipsburg kicking off as he kicked it into the end zone last time, and it's going to go the same thing, about 2 yards deep into the end zone. He's been pretty accurate from that standpoint, both kicks.
A good leg on it. And I did kick soccer style on the kickoff, right? I didn't look.
Yeah.
Quite honestly. I still can't believe that straight on kicker. That's a throwback.
We'll have to watch if we'll have to watch next time to make sure that we're correct on that.
So
Lions will come back out with Briggs and Mortimer to the right, Macy and Friend to the left. Shotgun formation in the pistol. One in the backfield, and that is Eckert. And Eckert will be taken down at about the 21-yard line again.
Handoff number 2, Luke
Gain of
Eckert.
1.
Well, that's the way it started last time. Let's get a 79-yard touchdown strike on the left side here this time.
I will take that. I bet you they're going to read that a little bit closer. So I would think that somebody got chewed pretty good on that one. Two to the left, two to the right. For Comfort, they fake the handoff, throw again to the outside, and incomplete.
And out of the hands of Briggs, is it? Over there?
Yep.
Yep.
And incomplete.
So
Tried
third
to go
and 9
to
coming up.
Briggs out there. Went back to that same flat out there.
Yeah, it's other than the different receivers, about the same area that last touchdown reception came on.
This time they'll go trips to the right-hand side with Mortimer on the left. They show a little bit of a blitz. Drop back. A little too high. Had Briggs open for a first down and threw it a little high. Briggs couldn't pull it down. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a fourth down.
4th and 9 from the Minneapolis 21 with 5:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Phillipsburg up 14-7. They're ready to get a punt and probably pretty good field position.
Yoxel standing about his own 7-yard line will kick. Alex, that is. Good snap. And a good high kick. And it will take a Lions bounce.
Hits about the Minneapolis 48, rolls to the Phillipsburg 48.
That's where the Panthers will take over here at the 5:08 mark in the first half. First quarter, excuse me. Well, you know, Dale, on that pass play that Phillipsburg had, that was a little bit of miscommunication in the middle. They had plenty of defenders right in there. They just could not put a body on them, and they had some size and some speed. We're gonna have to shut them down on the pass play. They send one in motion. They pitch to the outside, and that's a nice stick right there. They do get about 4 on the play, as Gerard in on the tackle as well as Briggs, as they gain about 4 yards.
Into Minneapolis territory. At about the 47.
You know, Dale, I just realized you're right. It's hard to see up here.
Yep.
1 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation once again for the Panthers. They go to the hill. Oh, almost had him for a sack in the backfield. He's going to be flushed out, and he's going to be taken down by Klein. Klein loses his helmet in the process, but he will have the first down as their quarterback gains about 8 on the play.
Gets to the 39 of Minneapolis.
Pickup, good enough for a Panther.
This time they will bunch it in a little bit tighter as they'll go twins to the left and one to the right in tight. They drop back to pass again. Throw a little hitch. Oh, incomplete pass.
He had to throw that pass quick because he was getting closed on by a defensive lineman. I didn't say it was.
Macy had some coverage there, but they had. That's his first incomplete pass deal.
His first game they played this year, he was 4 for 4 and had 200 and some yards.
Yep. To the right.
Second and 9.
One in the flanker. They hand it off to the fullback. He's still going hard, and he's going to have the first down. Wow, Dale, that is a hard runner right there as he gets the first down.
Gets to the Minneapolis 29. .412 remaining here in the first quarter. Panthers on the drive.
Beforehand, we had shut him down in the backfield both times, and this time he gets a little yardage, keeps his legs driving. This time they fake, they go with an inside draw
counter
and go right on the inside, and they've got another first down at about the 9-yard line as he gets about, wow.
Gets to the Minneapolis 15.
About 14 yards on the carry.
Mm-hmm. I like that when K-State says that and Minneapolis says it, first down. Don't like to hear the opponent saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
3:42 remaining, 14-7.
Ball on the 15-yard line. The quarterback keeps it himself. There's a penalty flag right there, and still going. And he will be tackled at about the 8-yard line. That should be in the area of holding. I think it'll come
would
back.
be an offensive foul. Yes, it is holding. It's the initial
Looks like holding against Panthers.
signal from the referee. And we have, no, I thought I saw a body on the ground, but there's not.
We're laughing up
I
here because
love hearing the fans, the opposing fans. It's going to move him back to the Minneapolis 25, so it's holding right at about the line of scrimmage.
14-7, 3:30 left to go here in the first quarter. 14-7, Panthers with the lead. Ball on the Minneapolis 25-yard line as the Panthers come back to line. Taking their time there. I formation. Tight ends in tight. And they drop back to pass. And wide open.
To number one.
To number one.
Touchdown, Panthers!
He was right in the middle of the field, and there was no white shirts around him. It's an easy pass completion at the 3-minute mark. Makes it 20-0. They line up in the swing gate again. Must be another Mid-Continent League favorite because Norton did that, and I think I've seen Smith Center do that.
Yeah, it's more of a straight on.
Next point's good.
More of a straight on kicker, so maybe comes off the side just a little bit. So number 2 pass to number 1 again, this time for 25 yards, and the Panthers take a 21-7 lead.
With that, we'll take another break and hear a word from our sponsors as we get ready for the Lion kick return.
In as little as 9 months, you could be on your way to a better job future with Salina Area Technical College. Learn skills in computer-aided drafting, construction technology, or electronic engineering. Schedule a campus visit today by logging on to salinatech.edu.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
You know, Dale, I think you almost missed Garrett Lott more on the defensive side. He was
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge offensive threat. But
Good
Garrett,
linebacker.
Garrett was a great linebacker that read things very well. He had penetration when he was in the backfield. He got a lot of tackles and did well coming out of that linebacker spot. And that's
You're right.
That is an area that we're
Missed just as much on defense as offense.
exactly. Driving up here, I was thinking about the offensive side. This one time it's kicked on the ground. It'll be taken by Macy at about the 5-yard line. Waits for his wedge to be set up, and he will take it up to about the 23-yard line before he's tackled. Minneapolis will start at their 23.
The young man kicks off about like he kicks a field goal. He starts off, he's just a little bit to the left of the ball and then comes in almost straight on it. So a little bit different kicking style.
Did they say Remington or Bennington? Bennington. Smith Center. Okay. Just got to score Bennington 8, Smith Center nothing. As Bennington is in Smith Center tonight. So one in the backfield trips to the left, one to the right for the Lions. Eckert in the backfield. They will fake the handoff. They go to the outside of Macy. Macy breaks a tackle right there before he's taken out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. A gain of about 8.
Pick up about 7 yards on the play. Second down, 3 yards
To the Phillipsburg, to the Minneapolis 30.
Bring up a second down and a long 2. As this time, Reebrock to the left. Friend. I'm not sure who's out to the right-hand side. Briggs out to the right-hand side. Has Macy for a first down. And that will be enough for a first down. Gain of about another 8. Nice job by the Lions.
Well, Josh Macy is a favorite target tonight so far for Matt Comfort. He does get up to the Minneapolis 37.
Lions get their first down of the night. 2:41 left to go in the first, 21-7.
We did mess around with 8 first downs on our first touchdown.
Oh, we didn't need to.
Yeah. Macy was coming out left, but now switches to the right side of the field.
Mortimer, Macy, and Friend to the right. Reebrock to the left. Eckert in the backfield here on 1st and 10. Drops back, pitches the outside to Eckert. Eckert cuts it back in. Nice job by Luke Eckert as he will gain about 5 on the play. Nice little pitch, nice little run by Eckert.
Gets to the 42 of Minneapolis.
Second down, 5 yards to go.
Second 5 coming up. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Phillipsburg up 21-7 over your Lions.
So they will come back up here to the line of scrimmage here on 2nd and 5. Ball on the Minneapolis 42-yard line. Trips to the right-hand side. Friend, Mortimer, and Macy. Reebrock to the left. Fakes the handoff, picks up a block. Has a wide open receiver in front, and he drops it.
Oh, I thought he had that. I thought he had it.
Had it, and knew he's probably going to get drilled, and he turned to go right before he secured the ball.
Didn't look the ball in, yep.
Would have been enough for a first down. That ought to bring up a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 at the Minneapolis 42.
Had a lot of pressure coming. Comfort did a great job of stepping back and getting back further in the pocket. Eckert picked up one block but couldn't pick up the other one. Trips to the right once again. As they show they rush 5. They quickly throw across. This time Friend does catch it and will have the first down. Nice job by Jeremiah Friend as he gains about 12 on the play for first down. Eckert, excuse me, Comfort goes down and goes down hard.
Into Phillipsburg territory at the 47 of Phillipsburg, and Comfort's limping. First offensive play the Lions will make tonight out of Phillipsburg territory. That'll put looks like Eric Yoxel at quarterback. Or
So
they might have put Macy over.
Yeah, Macy did
Macy's
come over.
quarterback.
So you lose a threat though with Macy not being in at the receiver standpoint, but they will bring in Yoxel. They will go to an I formation. And
Luke Eckert with the carry.
no, maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Handoff, number 2, Luke Eckert.
Gets to the half a yard maybe.
Number 82, Adam Ewing.
3rd and almost 10 to go. Here at 55 seconds remaining in the quarter. The Lions trailing 21-7, but on the move in Phillipsburg territory.
Yoxel goes out.
Have timeout.
Minneapolis
Official?
calls the timeout,
Minneapolis
so.
timeout. Okay.
So we'll take one with them at the 46-second mark left in the first quarter. Phillipsburg Panthers 21, Minneapolis Lions 7. We'll be back after this word from your sponsor.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank with locations in Salina, Minneapolis, Bennington, Wamego, and Sylvan Grove. A proud sponsor of this game. Member FDIC.
Delphus Co-op will always be there to give you the most up-to-date information on the right type of seed to use, weather conditions, market information, all at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to delphuscoop.com. They'll keep you informed on how to make your farm as efficient and successful as possible.
Upgrade your truck's look with a topper, locking tailgate, or tonneau cover, maybe a grill guard or bumper replacement. K4 Trailer, RV, and Truck Accessories works with over 300 vendors, so we can supply you with the accessories you want for your truck. Check them out at 1640 West State Street in Salina or online at k4trailersales.com.
The mission at Kansas Wesleyan University.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Dale H. Scott Osherman here. I formation for Macy. One to the right-hand side, one to the left.
And he's hit and fumbled.
Yeah.
And they pick it up.
Yeah, they pick it up, and they will be gone. So
Blindside hit. Picked up at about the 46-yard line of Minneapolis. And Josh Macy's a little shaken up. About a 46-yard fumble recovery return.
Macy's still shaken up there at about the 46-yard line. He was absolutely blindsided by the Panthers.
I wanted to yell, Josh, get rid of it, but I knew he wouldn't hear me. So, clock stops with 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. As the Panthers score their 4th TD of the game. We're in an injury timeout. We will take a break and hear a word from our sponsors.
University is to promote and integrate academic excellence, spiritual development, personal well-being, and social responsibility. With a multitude of major programs, we'll help you reach your potential and achieve your goals.
At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clanton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Sue Clanton at Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of the Lions games on SalinaPost.com. Join them as they encourage student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
Josh
Welcome back.
Walking off field with assistance from 2 coaches.
I'll tell you, Josh was absolutely blindsided on that one, Dale. As they come back to kick the extra point here.
He steps over 1 step to the left.
Yeah. But it's a toe kick.
Uh-huh.
So, and the extra point is good.
And they make the score 28-7. The Panthers over your Fighting Lions. We'll be back after another break. Hear a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Dale H. Scott Osherman. Dale, we're starting to run out of quarterbacks.
Yes, we are.
As first-string quarterback Matt Comfort is down. Macy is down. They're still working on Macy. I don't know if Comfort tweaked his knee again or what happened on that, but Phillipsburg will kick off, and I imagine you'll see Eric Yoxel come in at quarterback now. And there's the kick, and it's low and on the ground. Goes through the hands of of Briggs. Briggs will bring it out and take it to about the 15-yard line as it just squirts right through his hands. Minneapolis will take over on their own 15-yard line.
Ball return by number 23, Tyler Gerard. Tackle made by number 6, Stuart Linneman.
So 29 seconds remaining in the quarter. Minneapolis 15-yard line. We set up for business.
29 seconds left, 28-7, Phillipsburg with the lead. As Eric Yoxel comes up, he'll send trips to the left-hand side, one to the right for the freshman quarterback stepping in here. And it's going to be picked. Yeah. Just sailed right through his hands, and Phillipsburg still on. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line. So first play by Eric Yoxel goes for an interception.
He runs it back to the Minneapolis 11, so they're in the red zone. 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter.
As the Panthers will have it here, 1st and 10 at the 11, as you said. One to the right, one to the left. And the quarterback just keeps it himself, and no gain.
The Lions say no go this time.
Nice job by the Minneapolis interior line right there. Has Forte and Nace and Barry.
Loses 2 yards.
Lost a couple on the play. Second down, 12 yards to go.
It's back to the Minneapolis 14. So almost 3-yard loss. And quarter expires with the Panthers of Phillipsburg leading our Lions here 28-7. And they're knocking on the door. We'll be back for second quarter action after a word from our sponsors.
Where do you go in Minneapolis for fresh fruit, quality cuts of meat, fresh vegetables, all the products you need for your kitchen? Jeans IGA. Jeans is proud to sponsor Minneapolis Lions High School sports. Encourage your children to excel both in the classroom and in sports. They'll thank you for it.
CNR Plating and his crew would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. CNR Plating is a Minneapolis Lions sport backer and wants to wish the Lions a great season.
Parents, would you like to save money while sending your child to college? We offer a career with benefits no other employer can match. We can even provide your child with a part-time job while in college and help you pay for college. Contact the U.S. Army and U.S. Army Reserve's Career Center at the Central Mall in Salina at 785-827-3666.
Welcome back
All
to
Seasons Power Equipment is your center for
I can't
all
see what I'm hitting.
types of lawn care.
Sorry.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. High formation, one to the right and one goes in motion. They go to the trap again, and they go to the back of the inside.
Reverse.
And he's going to be in for a touchdown. Tell you, we've had some missed tackles tonight. As just like that, they go 14 yards for the touchdown.
So rushing TD with 11:53 remaining in the quarter. They're up 34-7.
And they will go for the extra point here. Ball's down, kick is up, and
Good.
it is good.
Good. Number 22, Justin Dudeman.
So Dale, just like that, we've got a 35-7 ball game, and Dale, that one touchdown, that woke him up, made him mad.
Something like that.
I'll tell you, this is a good ball team. We knew this coming into this. It was going to be a tough ball game, and they've put 35 points on the board at the 11:53 mark. And unfortunately, we've had some huge missed tackles. And they're hard runners. They are a hard running team. but where in the past we've had some sticks, and we just have not been able to get the sticks tonight with some of the tackles. Back deep will be Colin Briggs as well as Eckert. Comfort is warming up over there, Coach Dale.
So they've decided he can play. Doesn't seem to be moving around too gingerly on that leg as he's dropping back.
Macy's still sitting on the bench. And there's the kick, and it will go one bounce. And it'll be taken out of the end zone.
Oh, now that is a late hit.
Go. Thank you very much. That was
That
very,
is a personal
very,
foul.
very definite on that one.
I mean, good.
He was out of bounds on that one before.
He was 3 yards out of bounds when that hit was delivered.
So fortunately for us, we only get to the 8-yard line, but they'll be tacked on 15, so that'll put us back.
Updated score.
So
Beloit 20, Norton 3.
Beloit 20, Norton 3 in our other district ball game. As Norton and Phillipsburg will play next week, and we'll take on Beloit. Now, I don't know where the Norton-Phillipsburg game's at, if it's here or if it's in...
It's at Norton because they had their senior night tonight.
Okay.
So we're at our 14-yard line.
And Eckert goes up the gut, gains about 1 on the play.
Or 24-yard line.
Ball carried by number 2, Luke Eckert. Tackle on the play.
As
52, Tanner Ahearn.
Comfort is back in the ball game.
Half a yard gain, maybe.
It's easy to write down 1, so I'm going to give him 1. It's 1 yard. That's an easy yard. Trips to the left-hand
they got a full yard there. It's 2nd and 9.
1 to the right. 1 in the backfield, that's Eckert. It's Comfort back in the ball game. Will drop back, fakes the handoff, quickly throws, has Jeremiah Friend.
By Friend, yeah.
Right through his hands.
Hit him in the breadbasket.
Jeremiah Friend. 3rd down, 9 yards to go.
So 3rd and 9 from the Minneapolis 14. A slant pass across the center for Friend.
11:07 left to go here in the first half. 35-7, Phillipsburg with the lead. Trips to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. Rebrock to the right. I'll tell you who's to the left here in a second. As he drops back to pass, quickly throws, has Friend. This time he catches it, coming across the middle for a first down. They had Briggs, Friend, and Mortimer on the left. Jeremiah Friend will get about the 16-yard completion for a first down.
Up to the Minneapolis 46. Jeremiah's had some drops tonight, but he's had some good receptions too.
He has. He will come up with some amazing catches, and some of them that I think he should catch, he will drop, but has come up with some amazing catches this year. Trips to the left-hand side once again, 1 to the right. This time fakes the handoff to Eckert. Once again throws quickly, this time out to Friend again. He will have another first down where he's taken out of bounds. Nice job by Jeremiah Friend for another Minneapolis first down.
And playing against a big play offense like this in Phillipsburg, this is one thing we need to do is keep the ball and keep it moving. Not be doing 3 and outs and turning it over. So in Phillipsburg territory to the 48. 10:31 remaining in the half. The score is 35-7, Phillipsburg.
This time Rebrock goes to the left-hand side. Mortimer, Friend, and Briggs to the right. Shotgun for Comfort. Eckert in the backfield with the lone set. He will drop back, quickly throws the outside.
Oh, another interception. He saw that
Stepped
coming.
right into it, and he will take it back all the way. And that will be a interception for a touchdown. That'll be about a 50-yard interception, and he just read that perfectly. We saw it from up here, and he stepped in and read that perfect. Wow. So at the 10:21 mark, Phillipsburg. Yeah, wow. Dale, you talk for a second.
They line up in the swing gate again. Juneman takes his one step to the left. Kicks it straight on, right through the center, plenty of distance.
Extra point, good. Number 22, Justin Juneman.
So the Panthers of Phillipsburg go up 42-7 here with 10:21 remaining in the second quarter.
We'll be back after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2 Minneapolis. We'll be back.
Air products, quality brand name mowers to pick from. Grasshopper, Hustler, Lawn Boy, Toro, plus Husqvarna and
Army and U.S. Army Reserve's Career Center at the Central Mall in Salina at 785-827-3666.
All Seasons Power Equipment is your center for all types of lawn care products. Quality brand name mowers to pick from. Grasshopper, Hustler, Lawn Boy, Toro, plus Husqvarna and Steel products. Complete service and free home demos. All Seasons Power Equipment, Minneapolis and Salina.
Well, Scott, I think the two guys I mentioned as leading in interceptions for the season for the Panthers each have had a pick tonight. Return for long distances, one of them for a TD.
No, that one he just read perfectly. That was thrown in the flat, and he took a step on it, and that's one of those, if you miss it, he's going to get some yardage, but if you step into it and can get it, he was long gone. So, and the kick is back, and it will go into the end zone.
You got to get on it, boys. No.
No. Once it goes in the end zone. So, it was close to not getting into the end zone, but it did cross the plane. So
I thought they had to at least down it in the end zone. Oh, okay.
No.
So it'll come out to the Minneapolis 20 at the 10:21 mark. Where Comfort and Friends will start their 6th drive of the half. The longest took 7 plays before we had the fumble return for the touchdown when Macy got blindsided.
Trips to the right-hand side. They hand it off to Eckert, and Eckert will gain about 2 on the play.
Second 8 coming up.
You know, a lot of things happening this year, Dale, that you lose the mobility of Comfort running out of the quarterback position. That took away a threat. Garrett Lott being injured tonight, as well as Kelly and Fleming. That takes away from it. And you just a lot of things have just happened this year that are unfortunate. They will quickly hand off. They go to Jeremiah Friend up the middle, takes it, and will have the first down. Nice catch. Nice first down. A gain of about
it's the Minneapolis 49.
Nice pass, nice catch.
Yes, it's very frustrating to have all that happen, but that is the game of football. Sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Nice catch by Jeremiah Friend. He's got a tough one. He's got to come across the middle.
Yep. And you know you're going to get hit.
You know you're going to get hit. And he read the seam nicely, got in between the secondary and the linebackers, and he gets first down. To the left, to the right, Comfort. Well, handed off to Eckert. Eckert, well, once again, gain about 4.
About 4 almost on that
nice
one.
job, Luke Eckert.
To the 47 of Phillipsburg.
Eckert is such a hard runner, and he's
tough little guy.
Tough little guy, absolutely. 6:57 left to go here in the first half. 42-7 to the left, to the right. Comfort in that shotgun. Fakes the handoff, quickly throws to Mortimer. Oh, Gage had to go behind it to try to catch it.
Turn around to get it, and it was even behind him on that.
Yeah. An incomplete pass. That would have been a spectacular catch if Gage could have pulled that down. and he was being drilled at the same time. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Lions. Reed Brock and Friend to the left, Mortimer and Briggs to the right. Eckert in the backfield. Comfort in the pistol. Drops back, throws again, has Briggs, and he'll cut back in for the first down. Nice job, Colin Briggs, as he gets about 7 on the play, enough for a Minneapolis first down.
We've done more passing tonight than we've done all season, and I think probably a lot of that has to do with we're down to one running back that they think they can rely on. Gets to the Phillipsburg 39.
Second first down of the drive. To the left, to the right. Cross back, they show some pressure, they quickly throw up. Another interception, this one once again by number 11. He's got a little room to come back. He's taken down by Briggs. And that one just sailed over the top. Comfort had a lot of pressure coming after him, and that's an interception, and Panthers will bring it back.
They returned the interception about 20 yards to their 40. With 8:06 to go here in the half, they take over at their 40-yard line.
Quickly throws the outside, and nice job by Mortimer in on the tackle. Or was that Gerard? I think Gerard had the tackle on that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Gerard with the tackle. Gain of about 5 on the play.
To their 44-yard line.
7:37 left to go in the first half, 42-7. One to the right, one to the left, one goes in motion. They pitch the outside. Oh, they have containment and sealed out the outside. He goes right through it, but Klein chases him down for the, saves it right there, but not until he gains about 15 on the play. Klein saves the touchdown right there, in my opinion, with a tackle after a gain of about 15.
They get to the Minneapolis 40 from there, going from their 44. So, 16. Seven minutes to go here in the half.
They will send one in motion now. They go up the gut. Oh, wow.
Off left tackle.
And he's gone just like that, a 40-yard touchdown. And Dale, I've officially run out of room on my paper.
You'll have to go over on our side, I guess. 6:46 mark here in the second quarter, excuse me. Panthers go up 48-7. Set up in the swing gate. Here's the snap. It's kicks up and good.
So at the 6:46 mark in the first half, Panthers 49, Lions 7.
We'll take a break here. Another word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
The Scott Osherman Agency, your American family insurance agent, is dedicated to giving you the best insurance possible for your car, home, life, health, retirement, or farm and ranch insurance. Scott is there to help. The Scott Osherman Agency, your American family insurance agent. He's there when you need him.
Robertson Monuments has been developing memorials in central Kansas now for over 100 years. Robertson Monuments' strength as a company is a direct result of the commitment that they have to you, their customer. Robertson Monument, Minneapolis, wants to work beside you to create a lasting tribute to the loved one you have lost. Go to robertsonmonuments.com for more information.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas, as the Lions get set to receive the kickoff again. 6:46 remaining in the half.
Well, our kickoff return game has had plenty of work tonight,
Yep.
although it hasn't favored us much, as they've kicked it in the end zone at least 4 times. And this one's up, and this one will go to Eckert, then Briggs. Briggs picks it up at about the 10-yard line, and he will take it up to about the 21-yard line.
So there was a slight fumble there.
Yep. And that will give it back to the Lions at the 6:40 mark. You know, Dale, we've driven the ball fairly decent on a couple drives. Matt's had some great passes. Had, unfortunately, one of them sail on them, and one of them they just stepped in front of it. But we've passed the ball well tonight. We've just not been able to shut them any defense, unfortunately, tonight. And with a couple strong players being injured on the defensive side, it hurts. To the left, to the right, they give it to Eckert, and Eckert will take it up to about the 23-yard line, maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
Ball carrier number 2, Luke Eckert. Tackle made by number 51.
Give him a yard gain to the Minneapolis 22.
It's a nice threat in the backfield when they finally figured had Eckert and Lott kind of changing it off a little bit
Change
back
the
and
pace,
forth.
yeah.
And they had 3 or 4 great games in there where they just handled it very well. Trips to the left-hand side, one to the right. Eckert in the backfield. Comfort will hand it off. We got a penalty flag.
Either somebody jumped earlier or we moved. False start is the call.
Procedure against Lions.
So Minneapolis will back up to their 17.
I think that's our first penalty of the night, dude.
I figured for sure there'd be one on that 79-yard pass reception for a touchdown. There wasn't.
There wasn't.
I was starting to celebrate, and I go, oh, you better look and see if there's a yellow flag.
You see the yellow flags out there. That was a great one. Fortunately, Macy is sitting on the sidelines.
Second and about 13 now.
Trips to the left-hand side, one to the right. Fakes the handoff, has pressure coming, throws it up high, has Friend. Nice job, Jeremiah Friend.
This is first down and more.
Another first down.
Forced out of bounds by number 11, Tad Thompson.
So getting some real good pass plays. We get up to the 37 of Minneapolis.
.5:22 left to go here in the first half. 49-7. Panthers with the lead. Trips to the right-hand side. Friend, Briggs, and Mortimer. Rebrock to the left. Fakes the handoff. Throws up high. Briggs catches it.
Great
Oh,
reception.
wow. Great catch by Colin Briggs, but a great stick by number 1. Briggs comes up with a great catch right there, and enough for a first down. Nice job by Colin Briggs.
Two thought he was kind of dialing in for another interception there at one point. But it's just inside the 50-yard line. So the Lions will get another first and 10. Continue to move the ball down the field. It'd sure be nice to get some more score on the board for Minneapolis
absolutely.
here.
Trips to the left-hand side, one to the right, ball at midfield. They show pressure coming. They hand it off to Eckert.
About
Eckert
3
will
yards.
gain about 3, as you said. You know, I don't know who's playing. I haven't looked to see who's playing tight end for us tonight.
I haven't looked either. They're
Try
going to
to
mark
get
it
you that.
at the 47.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Well, at this
Well,
point,
at
there
this
is no
point, we're
tight
not.
end
There is no
because
tight
there's
end, yeah.
everybody's wide.
Yeah, we've got 4 receivers, so there is nobody. They show some pressure coming, steps it up, and that's
The ball on the ground?
No, he did not.
They had the blitz on.
Yeah, they did.
Go back to the Minneapolis 47. 6-yard loss. 3rd and 14 coming up.
Well, they've showed it a couple times, and they haven't sent it. This time they sent it, and they sent those linebackers coming, and this time we'll have trips to the left-hand side. They show it again. This time they hand it off to Eckert. Eckert bounces off. Nice job, Luke Eckert. Gets it up to the 45-yard line, gains about 8 on the play.
Okay, if you're going to blitz your backers, we'll just run on you. Gets to the Pittsburgh 45. Phillipsburg 45.
4th down and 5 coming up for the Lions. 2:51 left to go here in the first half.
And we're not going to punt.
My point at this point, why not?
Yeah.
To the right, to the left.
What's too much time or
And
something? Or what?
Phillipsburg's going to call
Phillipsburg
timeout.
Okay.
So they're going to call timeout, so we will take one with them. 2:37 left to go in the first half. 49-7. Phillipsburg with the lead. We'll be back after this word. You're listening to SlideandPost.com as well as Eagle Communication, Channel 20.
At the Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium, 7 o'clock.
Bennett Buick GMC has been family owned and operated since 1957. With more than 5 decades in the central Kansas area, Bennett Buick GMC has long established its reputation as a leader in the professional sales and service of new and pre-owned vehicles. For more information on a new or pre-owned vehicle, go to BennettBuickGMC.com.
In as little as 9 months, you could be on your way to a better job future with Salina Area Technical College. Learn skills in computer-aided drafting, construction technology, or electronic engineering. Schedule a campus visit today by logging on to salinatech.edu.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Welcome back. 4th and 5. Comfort in that pistol to the right, to the left. Oh.
And that was discombobulated. It looks like Comfort was the only one ready for the snap. Everybody else just kind of
Everyone
was
else
off.
just kind of. So I'm not sure what happened on that one. I will give the Lions a little bit of credit here. They're still fighting. They haven't given up by any means. Still trying out there. Nice job by these seniors. They know that their season's almost done. They keep fighting.
Showing some line pride.
4-man front for the defense for the Lions. One goes in motion. They hand it off up the gut. And number 5 will gain about
52
1 on the play.
Forte is in there and made the initial hit.
Nice job by Forte.
No gain. Still at the Pittsburgh 45 for second.
Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg. Oh, where am I coming in with Pittsburgh all of a sudden? It's the Panthers, I guess. Huh? I'll shut up here.
Dale, it's okay. Shotgun, one goes in motion. They this time hand it off to the halfback. Darn it!
And he's going to break it.
And he's going to break it all the way. Yeah. Wow. 55-yard touchdown run right there.
$150 to go in the half.
Sorry, Dale, 54. I'm just figuring out my points here. Kicked an extra point, and it is up. And
Gentleman with another good PAT kick.
Number 22, Justin.
Makes it 56-7 with 150 to go in the half. So Minneapolis will receive the kickoff here right after the break and a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank with locations in Salina, Minneapolis, Bennington, Wamego, and Sylvan Grove. A proud sponsor of this game. Member FDIC.
Delphus Co-op will always be there to give you the most up-to-date information on the right type of seed to use, weather conditions, market information, all at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to delphuscoop.com. They'll keep you informed on how to make your farm as efficient and successful as possible.
Upgrade your truck's look with a topper, locking tailgate, or tonneau cover, maybe a grill guard or bumper replacement. K4 Trailer, RV, and Truck Accessories works with over 300 vendors so we can supply you with the accessories you want for your truck. Check them out at 1640 West State Street in Salina or online at k4trailersales.com.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman, 56-7. Phillipsburg with the lead. Halftime score, Smith Center 16, Bennington 8. As that's being played in Smith Center. Gentlemen to kick off for the Panthers. And this one is up, and it will go towards Briggs out of bounds. There we go.
That will allow us to take over on the 30 or 35?
35, I think. So Lions will have the ball. Minute 50 left to go in the first half. And
35.
Yep. That's where we will start out. At 35. So Lions will come back up here. Beloit 34, Norton 3. So we're getting some scores here. Trips to the left-hand side for Comfort. One to the right. Eckert in the backfield. They hand it off to Eckert. Eckert goes up the gut. He will have his longest carry of the night, and that's going to be enough for a Minneapolis first down. Nice job by Eckert.
Great hole for Luke there as he gets to the Minneapolis 46-yard line.
Nice
So
job
gain of
by
11.
Nice job by Luke Eckert on that run right there. His longest of the night.
Clock is running at 1:25 to go here in the second quarter.
Trips to the right, one to the left for Comfort. Eckert again. And he will gain about 3 on the play.
Ball carrier number 2, Luke Eckert. Tackle made number 52, Tanner Herrick.
Up to about the 48 almost. 55 seconds remaining here in the half.
Trips back to the right-hand side, and that is Briggs, Friend, and Mortimer. Skylar Rebrock to the left. Eckert in the backfield. They hand it off to Eckert again. Eckert, who hit hard at the line.
Gets to
gain about 3. Linebacker comes up and does a nice job of sticking him at the line. Gain of about 3.
Just over the 50-yard line. 2 drives in a row where the ball was rested just over the 50. Down to 20 seconds here.
Interesting stat, Dale. We've had more plays than they have. Trips to the right-hand side, one to the left.
More possession on time, is that what you're saying?
And they will go to Eckert again. Eckert breaks it up. This up for a nice gain right there.
Oh, it's on the ground.
Oh, that should be down.
They're not calling it down.
Come on. They did it. He was down.
There's no flag to throw.
Nothing
with the video,
on that. I'll tell you,
review.
that is a poor call on that one. He had a knee down before that ever came out of his possession, and that's the end of the half anyway. So he gained about 22 on about 20 on the carry, and that's the end of the half.
Well, the Lions trail 56-7, and the only good thing about the second half, Scott, is that it'll be a running clock.
I'm assuming that will be the case.
Yes, it will be.
So we'll take a break. I'll get some stats, hear a word from our sponsors and some music, and we'll be back with some stats and info. You're listening to SlidePost.com as well as Eagle Communication, Channel 20, Minneapolis. Well, welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman, as the Minneapolis Lions trail 56-7 here at the half. And Dale, we'll run through some stats. I know you've got a few things. I've got a few things. We'll run through it real quick here as Minneapolis Lions, 8 possessions in the first half. Their very first possession, what a nice start. 2 plays, second play of the ball game for us. Second play, we run a 79-yard pass, just a little pass in the flat. Josh Macy takes it 79 yards in for the touchdown. And Minneapolis had tied it up with Phillipsburg at that point. After Phillipsburg had their first possession, they'd had a 32-yard, 6-play touchdown run by their quarterback. Tie ball game at 7, but from then on, it was pretty much all Phillipsburg from that point on, as we had gave up some big plays, gave up a fumble, gave up a touchdown, an interception for a touchdown, and another interception. Run through some stats real quick. Minneapolis had 59 yards in rushing, and 58 of that coming from Luke Eckert. So Luke busting really hard there. The last 2 possessions for basically he had about 40 yards those last 2 possessions. Passing wise, Comfort doing most of the damage. Yoxel was in for 1 play and a pass. Macy was in for 2 plays and a pass. But Comfort doing most of it. 198 yards passing for the Lions. 83 of it going to Jeremiah Friend. 95 of it going on 3 receptions to Josh Macy. Josh Macy goes out when he came in for Comfort. After Comfort went down with an injury, ankle or knee or something, he went out. Macy comes in. Macy gets blindsided on the backside and gets hit in the kidney area, possibly back. He's just in a lot of pain, but he looked like he was coming off the field with some assistance.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it's like you say, a back injury, or if he's just groggy. I couldn't see which. He's walking very slow.
Looks just walking very slow, as you said. Eric Yoxel comes in for 1 play, unfortunately throws an interception for a touchdown. Just kind of sailed him a little bit. Comfort threw a couple interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, and another one that's just sailed a little high on him. Colin Briggs had 2 receptions for 20 yards. As I said, Jeremiah Friend had 5 receptions for 83 yards. Phillipsburg Panthers, 143 yards on the ground rushing, 124 in the air, and they have had some big plays, O'Dale, as they've had they had a 32-yard touchdown run, a 49-yard touchdown pass, a 25-yard touchdown pass, a 45-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown, a 14-yard run, a 52-yard interception for a touchdown, another run of 40 yards, and another run of 55 yards. You told it coming in, Dale, that they're a big strike team. They get some big plays.
8 offensive possessions for the Panthers, 8 touchdowns. All of them coming from 31.
Well, no, that's
one
not quite true.
One of them came from the 14-yard line. All the rest of them came from 31 yards or further out. And then they've had 2 TDs on defense.
Well, I'm just going to correct you on that.
Oh, sorry, six offensive possessions.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I had the number 8 in my mind.
You did.
Number of TDs.
Yeah.
6 offensive possessions, all TDs.
Yeah.
2 defensive TDs on an INT and a fumble recovery after Macy got blindsided.
I'll tell you, they're fast, they're quick, they're hard hitters. They're a senior-laden team.
Mm-hmm. They had probably 14 guys out there introduced for senior night.
Yeah. So they're a very strong team, and so you can see why they played Beloit so tough.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we have Beloit Thursday.
Beloit coming up Thursday, yep. 5 turnovers in the half so far for the Lions. 2 fumbles, 3 interceptions, and 2 scores were a direct result for the Panthers from those turnovers. And third one brought it down to the Minneapolis 11. So that led to another immediate touchdown. So they have taken advantage of us in every way they possibly can, other than not being able to stop this pass play and pass reception and long run by Macy for the touchdown in the very initial stages of the game.
Comfort, I give him some credit. He came back in. He had to toughen up. I'm not sure what the injury is, but he came back in, and Matt has played hard. The offense, I'd have to give him some credit. The offense has done really well. They've just made some mistakes. Probably the biggest thing, the defense has just really struggled tonight. When we're absent a couple players, so rightfully so. But Phillipsburg has came out. They've came out hard. They came out and they smashed it in their face, and they played tough. So
yes, it's all added up to not much good for the Lions. One thing we've lacked so far tonight, other than the last few drives when Eckert's been able to break some gains, has been a lack of a running offense, and that's had to rely on the pass, and so they've been able to concentrate on trying to go for the picks and shoot some linebackers here and there, and that's no matter what team you're playing. If you start to rely on the pass a heck of a lot, that's going to cue the other team's defense to what they can do to easily defend you, and the Panthers were able to take advantage of that here in the first half. Well, there is 1:16 remaining on the clock here, and they'll reset for another 3. We'll take another break here, a word from our sponsors, and be right back.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman, as the Lions trail at the half 56-7 as we get ready to start the second half, Dale. And
the Lions will receive the kickoff. Start things rolling here. And if I understand the rules correctly, the clock will run continuously for the balance of the game.
Once it is received.
Yeah. Other than timeouts.
Timeouts, yeah.
And for change of the quarter.
So as we get ready to go here, as Juneman to kick off, back will be Briggs and Eckert. And it will go towards the out of bounds, picked up by Eckert. And
he
very
gets
close
to the 16.
Very close to a face mask tackle. He had a shoulder pad instead, but nice tackle by the Phillipsburg Panthers. Minneapolis will take over at their own 15-yard line. Comfort will come back in for the Lions.
That's interesting. The line judge is standing squarely on the 16, but the guy placed the ball just over the line on the 15-yard line.
To the right, to the left for Comfort. He will hand the ball off to Eckert, and Eckert will go forward for about 4 on the play. As Minneapolis starts their first possession of the second half. Eckert
to the 14.
4 yards.
Or to the 19, excuse me.
They still have their starters in there too, Dale.
I'm sure they will, at least for one series. I hope no longer than that.
Trips to the right-hand side, one to the left. Comfort drops back to pass. And incomplete. In and out of the hands of
Macy, not Macy.
Mortimer.
Mortimer, yes. So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 19 of Minneapolis.
Ball on the 19-yard line. As you said, a continuous clock running here. Trips to the right-hand side, one to the left. So they show a little bit of a blitz. Drop back to pass. Throws up. Oh, just out of the hands.
Over the reach of Jeremiah Friend, and he possibly could have motored on from there if he'd have been able to pull that in.
Yeah, that was close. That was a nice little touch pass, just unfortunately just out of his reach.
Little play action pass, fake to Eckert up the middle and pulled back and was able to just over the outstretched arms of Friend.
Actually, Oxlin to punt. I think it's only his second time to punt tonight, Dale.
Yeah. Second or third at the most. I can't remember. Have to look.
Good snap. And decent punt. And it'll go out of bounds at about midfield, depending on exactly where he spots it. And I was right on. That's where the Panthers will take over. At midfield. Looks like the Panthers do have different offense in there.
Yep. They brought their first string defense in to start the half, but will start their second string for offense.
I think their new quarterback is Stuart Lenneman. No, number 17, excuse me. Jared Kellerman. Kellerman, a sophomore. And
Forte hog ties the ball carrier, fullback, trying to dive it. And they're going to mark it as a
loss of 1.
2-yard loss, actually. Second 12 coming.
They come back to the line of scrimmage here. One to the right, one to the left. One in the backfield, 2 flankers. One goes in motion. They pitch the outside. And nice job by Sean Forte as well as Colby Berry. And can't tell you who the other one was. Quentin Clark.
No
Loss of
gain.
1.
Or, yeah, no gain for sure. 3rd and 12. Coming up here for the Panthers, the younger Panthers.
Yep. I formation. One to the right, one to the left. Cross back,
We got a
Minneapolis.
blitz
So
coming.
some pressure. Nice job by Minneapolis.
That was Nace with the drop
Great
for a
job
big
by
loss.
Nace right there. So they will show their first punt of the night.
They're back to their 38, 10-yard loss.
So their starting quarterback comes in to punt. Nobody's back for the Lions. Wow.
And it will roll out of bounds at about the 23, something like that.
So that's where the Lions will take over.
That's interesting. We didn't have anybody back to receive the
I
ball.
don't know if that was a communication error or what happened on that one, but Minneapolis will take over in their second possession.
Actually, they're going to put it at the 25. I wondered if it was going out the 25 or not. But I couldn't quite see where it went over the line across the field. So it's 6:10 to go.
They bring some of their
the
second
third.
string defense. There's still a lot of their first string defense is still in
That's
there.
number 11,
Number
number
1,
three,
number 3,
1, and some of their
4.
better defensive secondary defenders.
They pulled their quarterback. That's about it. So, and this one hands off to Gerard. He will have the first down. Nice job by Gerard. Gain of 15 on the play. Nice job by Tyler Gerard. I think it is Tyler, isn't it?
23. Gets to the 41 of Minneapolis.
Nice carry by Gerard as he gets a line first down. 2 in the backfield, 2 to the right. Gerard and Eckert in the backfield. This time they will hand. And we got penalty flags.
Illegal procedure is the call.
So Minneapolis will back them at 5 here. Bring up a 1st and 15.
From the 35. .450 left here in the third quarter.
56-7.
Clock is moving very quickly.
To the right. It moved very slowly in the first half.
Yes.
And this
And
time
now
they
they're going to have a drop us for a loss. Gerard was the running back. Didn't get to the line of scrimmage before they met him.
Caught in the backfield by number 4, Michael DeZee.
So the ball is at the 33 of Minneapolis. That's about a 8-yard loss.
Yep.
No, it was
No,
we
4
were at the
yard.
33.
We had a
we
had a 5-yard penalty. So
35 with the penalty. So
4-yard loss. Second down and about 20. 19. Second and 19. As 2 will go to the left-hand side. Drops back. Quickly gets it up to Friend. Friend.
take out 3 or 4 Pittsburgh subs stand on the sideline with that tackle.
Forced out of bounds by number 4, Michael DeZee, and number 11, Tad Thompson.
Gain of about 7 back on that.
Gets to the Minneapolis 38.
Phillipsburg High School junior varsity completed their season with a 5-0 record by defeating North.
3rd and 2 coming up for the Lions. 3:05 remaining here in the third quarter.
To the right-hand side. This time for the Lions here on 3rd and 12. 2 in the backfield. Takes the handoff.
Oh, batted in the air and intercepted.
Nice job by
Interception!
Eckert saving a touchdown. As number 50 it's just tipped in the air, and that gets the interception as
about a 10-yard
junior.
return.
Tackled by 55, Andrew Baker.
Gets it to the 24 of Minneapolis. At 2:25 to go here in the third quarter.
That was just tipped in the air just enough, and the lineman came down with it. He
I
may
don't
have
know
even
if
tipped
it hit a hand or shoulder pads. I couldn't tell which. Probably a hand.
One goes in motion, they
Fullback dive.
pull back. So
He gets up to the 25.
Klein and Forte in on the tackle.
Tackle made by number 71, Justin
So a
Klein.
1-yard gain.
Phillipsburg continues to try to pound it down in there. Two in the backfield. One goes in motion. They go to the fullback, and he takes it up for a gain of about 4 on the play.
Gets the ball to the 21 of Minneapolis.
Down, about 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
56-7, Panthers with the commanding lead here.
1:10 on the clock right now in the third quarter.
This time they will, one to the left once again. One goes in motion. They go back to the fullback, and he will be chopped down. Gains about 4 on the play.
Handoff, number 12, Keaton Orr.
We'll bring up a fourth down and about 2. I wondered if you'd see a field goal here.
Bring up 4th down.
11-yard line of.
Nope.
No,
No.
16-yard line of
16.
Minneapolis.
So it'll be a 35-yard field goal, 34-yard field goal.
And it is Juneman, their kicker.
So 34-yard field goal
This is
attempt.
well within his range.
Ball's down. Kick is up, and it's no good.
To the
No
left.
good. So Minneapolis had some pressure coming, so
The clock will expire here, third quarter, with the score 56-7. 2 drives by each squad with that running clock. And we'll take a break here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com hear another word from our sponsors, except I lost my iPod. It fell down here. We'll be right back.
Where do you go in Minneapolis for fresh fruit, quality cuts of meat, fresh vegetables, all the products you need for your kitchen? Jeans IGA. Jeans is proud to sponsor Minneapolis Lions High School sports. Encourage your children to excel both in the classroom and in sports. They'll thank you for it.
CNR Plating and his crew would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. CNR Plating is a Minneapolis Lions sport backer and wants to wish the Lions a great season.
Parents, would you like to save money while sending your child to college? We offer a career with benefits no other employer can match. We can even provide your child with a part-time job while in college and help you pay for college. Contact the U.S. Army and U.S. Army Reserve's Career Center at the Central Mall in Salina at 785-827-3666.
All Seasons Power Equipment is your center for all types of lawn care products. Quality brand name mowers to pick from. Grasshopper, Hustler, Lawn Boy, Toro, plus Husqvarna and Steel products. Complete service and free home demos. All Seasons Power Equipment, Minneapolis and Salina.
Welcome back to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Eric Yoxel comes in at quarterback, and he will hand it off to Gerard. Gerard will be hit for a loss, and then
Sports away, but
they've blown the whistle already.
Progress. About a 3-yard loss to the Minneapolis 17.
Gerard had a 15-yard run, and then unfortunately has gone backwards from that point on. So
Updated score, Beloit 50, Norton 3.
50-3 for the Trojans of Beloit over Norton.
Gerard, another senior for the Lions.
To Gerard again, and he's met at the 15-yard line. Maybe he gets to the 16, so it's a loss of a yard.
Ooh, tie ball game in Smith Center. Smith Center and Bennington tied up at 16.
Well, he got back to the 17 again.
Tim Dolliff's team.
That means a tie. Jarvis.
Clock is down to 10:45 and running.
56-7 here.
Minneapolis with a 3rd and 14 coming up.
Two in the backfield with Yoxel.
The blitz.
And the ball goes
Ball's
on the ground.
ground.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that. That one looked like it from
Ball recovered by number 37, Connor Weinman.
looked like they were trying to hand it off to Colton Baker, and just a little miscommunication there, and the ball goes down the ground. I don't know if Baker was supposed to have it, or regardless.
It's at the Minneapolis 18-yard line
We fumbled the ball.
with 10 minutes to go. See if our defense can keep the Panthers from scoring here. With first stringers back in, basically, on defense.
They pitch at the outside. And they will be out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Gerard in on the tackle. We'll bring up a loss of 2 on the play.
2nd and 12 coming up. Ball sitting on the 20.
They come back to the line of scrimmage. Ball in the Minneapolis 20. I formation. Nobody in motion. They just hand it off to fullback, and he will
get to about 5 almost.
Almost to the 15-yard line. Gain of about 5
Justin
on the
Klein
play.
pulls the ball away, but I think it was, no, they're saying fumble, Minneapolis recovery. Justin Klein pulled that away. We had the ball at the 16.
Well, that's a payback for the one they missed back here. I didn't see it go on the ground, but of course
Well,
that was under the pile. So.
he was kind of on a pile of folks, and I saw Justin Klein on top of him, and he ripped the ball away and pulled it off and rolled over.
Nice job,
Had the
Justin.
ball.
Nice job by Justin Klein. The one I was referring to is back at the end of the first half when Eckert clearly had a knee down on the ground, and they called a fumble on him.
So 1st and 10 at the Minneapolis 15.
Friend out the right-hand side, Eric Yoxel under center. He hands the ball off to Baker, and Baker gets it up to about the 16-yard line, maybe a gain of 2 on the play. Nice job by Colton Baker.
Ball carrier number 30, Colton Baker.
2-yard gain.
Tackle made, number 65, Brad Blue. Brings up 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2nd and 8. 7:45 left to go in the ball game. As they will send one receiver out to the left, one to the right. Receiver out to the left-hand side is number 49, Jeffrey Austin.
We do not have a fumble, but Yoxel is taken for a loss. Jeremiah Friend was the receiver to the right. The ball is sitting now back on just over the 15, so a loss of 2 yards. 7 minutes to go here in the game.
Gerard comes back in for Baker.
3rd and 10.
I think we got some new offensive linemen in there.
Yes, we do. There's not just in the backfield.
Nope. Macy hands it off to Gerard. No, that was not Gerard.
Grimmel's in there. Robbins is in there. 70, I'm not sure who that is. 67.
Gage Mortimer with the carry.
Gets to the
Jeffrey Jackson.
Back to the line of scrimmage, 16-yard line.
Logan Robbins, Tanner Grimmel.
4th and 9 coming up. Yoxel back to punt.
Alex in to kick. Good snap.
Running into the kicker.
Yep.
Is called. We'll give the Lions 1st down. It rolls to the 44-yard line of Phillipsburg.
So.
But there's a little yellow hanky back here on about the 7-yard line. Where Alex took the hit. Clock continues to run through the discussions of the penalty.
So it's just a running into the kicker.
It's declined by
the Lions.
The Lions. So Phillipsburg will take over at the 44 of Phillipsburg.
Why would you not back them up from there then?
Well, if you accept the penalty, we would re-kick or have it must have just been a 10-yard penalty or not quite.
It would have. I guess it would have been a 5-yard running into the kicker because we would have had a 10-yard penalty. Would have been a
first down.
First down. So 5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
44-yard line of the Panthers.
Panthers have one receiver out the left. They send one in motion.
12. The running back gets a couple yards to the 47. Phillipsburg.
4:25 left to go here in the ball game.
About a 3-yard gain.
56-7, and won't be much stats to talk about here in the second half, Dale.
Nope. Only thing that's significant so far is one interception.
One in the backfield.
And a missed field goal.
One goes in motion. They hand it off to the one in motion. Cuts it back in. Nice job by the line defense.
He gets another yard or so maybe.
Tackled by Klein, as well as number 87. That's somebody.
Gets to the
number
Phillipsburg.
87. We don't have an 87.
49. So it's 3rd and 5 coming up.
Excuse me, Tyler Doring, number 67. So. Sorry about that, Tyler. 2 in the backfield, 2 flankers. 1 goes in motion. Pitches the outside. And
arm tackle, taken down by Sean Forte. Got into Minneapolis territory.
Forte was a great tackle right there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's at the Minneapolis 49.
Nice job by Forte.
Their second punt of the half. Another game coming up. Oh, they've got the ball at the 47.
Name off some other defensive players. Number 61 in the ball game for the Lions has Jacob Griffith. That's a nice high punt.
Nobody back to try to field it again. It's going to roll out about the
8-yard line.
Yeah. They're going to mark it at the 9. So the Lions will take over somewhere around the 2:20 mark here. Clock still moving. 1st and 10 from their 9. We started at our 15, our 25, our 20, our 15, and now our 9. So we haven't had great field position here in the second half.
No, we haven't, Dale. We have not. 2:16 left to go here in the ball game. In the backfield will be Mortimer and Gerard. One receive the right, 1 to the left.
For Macy to the right.
Macy hands it off to
Gerard. And he's got a 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play for Gerard.
He gets to the 21-yard line of Minneapolis.
As they will come back up here.
I know they got it marked right at the 20.
1 to the left, 1 to the right. I formation. Hands it off to Baker, and he will gain about 2 on the play.
Clock's down to a minute to go.
Ball carried by number 30, Colton Baker.
Ball sitting at the 21.
65, Brad Blue.
3rd down and 8.
Might very well be the last play of the game coming up here.
Yeah.
Clock is just ticking along.
Austin out to the right-hand side and Friend out to the left. I formation. They hand it off to
no gain.
Mortimer, I believe. Nope, Gerard.
Gerard, yeah.
And that should end it right there.
That's going to move the ball back to the Minneapolis 20.
14 seconds left. I think that's going to pretty much end it. As final score tonight, Phillipsburg 56. 2-7.
There are no really official stats to talk about for the second half worth noting, other than there was an interception by Phillipsburg on a tip ball that they ran back for about 15 yards. And Minneapolis held them and forced a attempted field goal, 34-yard attempt by a pretty accurate field goal kicker, but he missed it wide left. Final score, 56-7.
20 yards rushing for the Lions, 7 yards passing in the second half. So nothing really much for on either side. So
we've already discussed most of the action in the first half.
So I think we're just going to go ahead and shut her down, Dale.
We're going to shut her down. We hope you have enjoyed listening to Minneapolis High School football here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com. Final game of the season will be next Thursday night at Minneapolis as the Lions host league leading and probably division leading Beloit Trojans. Come out and support your Lions. Senior night, that's right, at Minneapolis.
So come out and support your Lions. This group of seniors, hats off to them. They have been phenomenal this year. So, okay, that is it for myself, Scott Osherman.
And Dale Leach. We're going to take a 2.5-hour trip home, folks. Good night.
Good night.